What's up, guys? Zeenigami here, and it's time for Treasure Map Enel. And before we go into Treasure Map Enel, best part, getting a free legend off of the 100-point treasure map. It's a gold to legend, I promise. Alright, Cy Frankie's okay, as far as things go. It was a silver, it was possibly a silver, and we got a gold off of it, so could be worse. We have, as the mini bosses, Shura, Satori, Gedatsu, and which actually works out really well for Treasure Map Enel. It's great. Enel actually has subs that make sense. There's a few different layouts, and a really nice thing about Treasure Map this time around is that for a lot of the layouts, the very end is has a stand refill right there near the end. I forget that you guys can't see my cursor right now. This one doesn't have it, but this one is one of the nicer ones. A lot of these also lets you get cooldown reduction really easily. Like there's this way with Shura overwrites cooldown reduction, but we have a lot of chances of taking cooldown reduction and keeping cooldown reduction, which is very nice. And we will take the points. Thank you very much. There are a lot of Luffy's boosted this time on Treasure Map. You've got Luffy Ace, who's boosted, Gear 4 Luffy, Gear 4 Luffy, Anniversary Luffy, and Treasure Map points boosted Luffy. You actually have enough Luffys that are points boosted to put a Luffy on every single team, if you so desire. The first fight is gonna be versus Satori for me. Remember that for these teams, you can do whatever you want. I'm going to go over the important things that I recommend, but a lot of these teams are very easy for you to use whatever characters you have available to you. Just try to get as many points boosting characters on your teams as you can, and also consider using characters who have limit breaks, so that way you can start leveling up their limit breaks. And speaking of points boosters, with this Gear 4 Luffy team, I'm going to use a Whitebeard Marco friend captain because Whitebeard Marco gives me more points if I use them instead of a double Gear 4 Luffy team. So really, the team building for this team is using Gear 4 Luffy because he's a legend captain and it makes it easy to make a team, and a bunch of Psy and Int characters, which is nice. Also, additional bonus with this team is that by using Whitebeard Marco, I also get free recovery orbs to level up my Gear 4 Luffy special faster. That is nice. Just an extra bonus. But we'll get through this real quick thanks to cooldown reduction. No one else's special really matters. A lot of these fights, this treasure map is some of the easiest mini bosses early on there's been in a while. Basically, the treasure maps for a lot of these fights are just kill them on turn 1. Like, all you gotta do versus Satori is, very importantly, kill him on turn 1. Because what Satori does is, after turn 1, he starts doing a lot of really annoyingly bad stuff. So he has a special interrupt where if you manipulate orbs, he will poison you. But he doesn't manipulate orbs or clear buffs or anything, so use orb manipulation all you want. The poison isn't even that hard. Totally forgot to mention, on every single stage, every 4 turns you'll take environmental damage. So you're going to take 400 damage per character of environmental damage on every single stage, every single mini boss, and every single boss fight. So keep that in mind. If you're using a special that cuts your health dramatically, aka Legend Shiki special, you will be taking a ton of damage. And don't forget that Luffy is immune to environmental damage, so or immune to lightning. So if you use Luffy on your teams, you'll take 400 per character minus Luffy. Against Satori, he has 600,000 hit points to start off. Remember, these health points will go higher every single time. He has debuff protection. On turn 1, he's going to do attack down or resilience. He could also increase his damage and give you recovery down. On turn 2, he's going to cut your health by half. On turn 4, he's going to give you block orbs or recovery orbs. On turn 5, he's going to cut your health by 80%. And he has that special interrupt where if you manipulate your orbs, then he will poison you. But like I said, there's basically nothing else to him. He doesn't do anything dangerous. You just kill him on turn 1, and you don't have to worry about anything else that happens. And you're going to see that a lot. These bosses have like 1 or 2 things you got to worry about. There might be like a despair, there might be block orbs, and you only need to bring 1 character to solve that issue, and then the rest of it is just burst them down. It's very, very easy until we get to Enel, and we'll actually worry about Enel. Against Ohm is Int. We're going to be using Gear 4 Luffy and Legend Sanji. You can also use double Legend Sanji if you have them, or double Gear 4, whatever. Big thing that makes this fight super easy is if you have Anniversary Nami. First of all, I find my Sanjis. Cool. If you have Robin, if you have Anniversary Robin, this fight becomes incredibly easy for a long time. Because what Ohm is going to do is he is going to despair your captain for 4 turns. Simple solution, have some anti-despair sockets, or use someone like Opera to get rid of that despair. But he also gives you all block orbs, and Robin deals 450 times her attack if she gets rid of all block orbs. So if you have a ton of block orbs, you use Robin's special, and she just kills the final stage for a while. And then after that, once you get to the difficulty where they actually start surviving Robin's special, then you can use all your other things to actually kill him, right? Then you can use your Rest Your Anniversary strats. You can use Opera to get rid of your despair. You can use Luffy to use orb manipulation. This team makes this fight possibly like the easiest fight ever, especially since you don't even need to attack. So the earlier stages are nothing special to get through, except for stage 5. Don't forget lightning damage. Stage 6. There we go. Stage 6, Snek is going to paralyze us and also give us combo meter down, which is annoying for Legend Sanji, but you can also use Legend Sanji special here earlier on if you want to get rid of that combo down, although you don't get rid of it fully. Or just kill it over 2 turns. And then you can get rid of Legend Sanji on the next one. But you get all block orbs. And then we're going to use Robin special, and she just kills everyone. So for a while, Robin will kill everyone. Not too much damage, you know, that's 500,000 damage. But it will at least last me a few rounds, and then just that little bit of extra damage after you attack, finish him off. Against Shura, we're going to be using a Luffy Ace team, mostly just cause. Shura is going to give us some block orbs, and for those block orbs, we're going to be using Soldier Sun. You can also use a free Spirit block orb remover, but you really don't need it. Nice things about this team is Luffy Ace is a captain to give himself a matching orb whenever we need it, and also Hancock to give us chain lock. Everyone else is just really points boosters. So we got points boosters. Thing to note on this stage is that on stage 2, you can get a bunch, or you're going to get a bunch of the girls who despair, and they will despair on attack, which is annoying, but we are using Luffy Ace, so if they despair, you can just get rid of despair with Luffy Ace, which is nice. So all these girls, they'll despair, which is annoying, but they don't despair in their turn 1 at least. They only despair on their attack. So you can take out any of the ones that are attacking turn 1, and if you do get like all 1-turn attacks that you get despaired, just swap your Luffy Ace, and then that'll get rid of despair, so you're totally okay. There are also a lot of Dex characters on this stage, which makes us want to stay on our Ace. I have Brook here only because Brook gets Limit Break, and so I can start leveling up his Limit Break without having to use potions. And Nekomamushi is because he is a points boosters. And that's all. Going through. I believe this one has a mini boss on stage 5? Is this one mini boss on stage 5? Nope, it's just girls. Oh, girls. We'll kill some girls. I love killing girls. Don't leave Amazons below half health. Amazons below half health are always super annoying to deal with, so make sure they don't stay there. I also want to go into the boss fight on Luffy. So even though there are a lot of Dex characters, I want to go in as Luffy. So that way we can swap over to Ace. Because Ace is going to be red and we want to be a red character. There's that environmental damage. Basically, the environmental damage is only going to matter if we're using a Shiki friend captain, which is going to matter on the final stage versus Enel. So there is 3 turns of bind. If you have level 3 anti-bind, you'll get rid of it. But I don't, so whatever. But we don't need to worry about that. Swap over to Ace. At least for now, I don't have to worry about that. I can get it later. Gonna use Hancock. Gives me a delay if Hancock's not binded up. Otherwise, we're gonna use Ace's special, kills the guys in the background, and then attack. Later on, I'll actually get my anti-bind on my team, but I'm lazy for now and I don't have to worry about it. Against Gedatsu, pretty easy fight. We're gonna be using a double Jack team with Reiju as a sub. That's all you need, 2 Jacks and a Reiju. The rest of your characters do not matter at all. You're not gonna be using them for a very, very long time because your 2 Jacks are going to be killing him for ages. What Gedatsu would do is Gedatsu has about 400,000 hit points to start, which means that it's not until his health more than doubles that you actually have to attack him even. Because he has 1 sub with him, which means that our Jacks are going to do 500,000 damage each. He is going to preemptively reduce damage taken by 80% and also silence all your characters for 2 turns. So that's why we're going to have the Reiju. Reiju is going to get rid of our silence on our characters. And after the silence is gone, we can use Jack specials. And Jack is going to let us actually kill the final stage. There's the mini boss on stage 5. I knew someone had it. I forgot who had it. Small preemptive attack here. You get rid of it and it's fine. Every single turn that Gedatsu is alive, Gedatsu will also blow away 1 random sub. So like a lot of stages, we're going to want to kill things ASAP. We're going to kill everything on the first turn, or at least make sure we can try to kill them on the first turn. The other powerhouse subs here, your Blackbeard, your Marco, your Breed, all those you can swap out. You don't need them at all. Put in whoever you want just to get better subs. Make sure Reiju's special is ready, so when we get to Gedatsu, he silences all of our characters, and then we use the Reiju to get rid of that silence. Also delay. He's still going to blow away your characters with delays, so we really want to kill him this first turn. Like I said, for a while, that Jack special will just kill him, so you don't even need to attack. It's not going to be until after he has more than 1,000,000 hit points do you even need to attack. And then for a while, you won't need any boosts because you can just click on him and he'll die. Against Enel, small trick, if you don't find enough of the captains you're looking for, like you're out of Shiki captains, try using a captain that isn't commonly used. Like I'm going to use Rebecca here. And that way, if they're using Shiki as one of their defaults, you'll get that one instead of trying to get the matching captain, like if I use a Barto team. Make sure you have that level 3 anti-bind and ideally level 5 heal, so that way you can heal up the environmental damage, and also you only get binded for 1 turn on the stage 6 of Enel. So we're going to be paying very close attention to the environmental damage, because if we do use Shiki special and then take environmental damage before we can use a healing special like Barto or Indigo if you have him, then we're going to have a bad time. Also on this stage 1, we're going to not let these guys attack below 50%, because they attack below 50%, they are going to give you no healing debuff, which is very bad since you take damage for every 4 turns. So we're going to be paying attention to when the damage is. That way we don't die to damage. Remember, the preemptive attacks will also count as a turn for damage. So if you are using Shiki special and you kill a stage with it, you need 2 turns of freedom in order to survive. Oh, it's every 3 turns, I think. Yeah, it's every 3 turns, I want to say. against the Enel. I guess we'll count so I can be sure. So that was 1 turn. That'll be 2 turns. So do I have lightning this turn? No, that's right. It's 4 turns. Lightning. Okay. So once again, I'm going to count. That's 1 turn. That's 2 turns. And remember that environmental damage will hurt the enemies too, so it will kill this turtle. That's 3 turns. Oh, it is 3 turns. Okay. And preemptives don't count. So on this stage 5, we're going to get increased damage taken. Increased damage taken is going to be annoying because it's going to make us get hit more on the next stage with Enel, and we're also going to take increased damage from environmental damage. So instead of the 2,000 we're taking, we're now going to take 3,000. He's going to bind both of our captains. And then this is going to be a lightning turn here. We're going to take a hit. Boop-boo. Lightning turn. And after the lightning turn, we're going to want to use our Shiki. So don't use your Shiki when you get lightning. Take the lightning and then use your Shiki special. If you had to, use Barto to delay and heal up until after that lightning happens. And then we use our Shiki, and that will kill this stage. And bring us down to basically no health. Which is okay, because we're going to heal up next turn. On boss fight, Enel is going to preemptively make red, yellow, and purple orbs count as badly matching, which Shiki gives us all recovery orbs, which is nice. He's also going to blind us and cut our health, which is incredibly scary, but that's just a health cut, nothing to worry about. You can use Barto's special here. You can use Indigo special here, whichever one you need. He prevents delay, blinds health cuts by 20% every turn. So we're going to use Scarlet special first to give us the orb boost while we're at low health and also lock our orbs. Rebecca for a attack boost on our 4 characters, and then Indigo to heal back up and get rid of the blind and also reduce our damage taken, although we don't need that. Remember with Shiki, we're going to attack in red, purple, blue. Green, purple, blue. Sorry, it's green, purple, blue with Shiki. And then it's green, purple, blue. Yeah, green, purple, blue. So green, purple, blue. And then you can attack with the other characters. But for now, he's dead. Then he revives, and that's what we have our Luffy for. He revives, he's going to heal up to 30%. He's going to boost his defense. He's going to have a 5-hit good barrier. If you have Blackbeard, Blackbeard will also get rid of that barrier, or you can pass and wait it out. It's not until he's below 20% that he cuts your health by 95% and also paralyzes. So if you don't have a way to get rid of that good hit barrier, you can just wait this out and then attack him after that. You can also use Barto to stall here if you need to. But you know, if you kill him, you kill him. Not too bad. Biggest thing about this fight is pay very close attention to when that lightning damage is, because if you use Shiki special at the wrong time, you'll take the lightning hit and you will die, which is definitely not something I did just before now. So pay close attention to the lightning turns, which happens every 3 turns on Enel and 4 turns on the other fights. Enel is a Psi-driven striker. His captain ability, once fully limit broken. Actually, I can go over to the other screen and we can look at his captain ability. His captain ability, once fully limit broken, boosts attack by 2.5 times and deals 56,560 damage in Psi damage at the end to all enemies at the end of every turn. So it's not fixed damage on his captain ability. His captain ability just does 56,000 damage every single turn, which can be fun. He also heals for 510 hit points in the end of each turn. That's flat 510, not based off of recovery, so you can just put attack and health cotton candies on Enel. His special ability deals 565,000 damage. Oh, that was his. This one's his special ability. Sorry, I was looking. This one's a captain. This one's a special. Special ability deals 565,000 damage to all enemies. Fixed damage that also, and also locks orbs for 1 turn. So that's 500,000 fixed damage. So it goes through the fence. And what's really nice about Enel is that his sailor abilities makes recovery matching for himself, but also if you use any other character special, he rewinds his own special by 5 turns. So you can use his special, use 3 other specials, and then use his special again, which means that there are ways, and we're getting very, very close to using his special one day an infinite number of times, ideally. Yeah, remember that sailor ability only works as a sub, so as a captain, his special doesn't rewind. But right now, with some very specific teams, you can use his special up to, I think, 6 times in a single turn, which is really cool. And that's assuming that the enemies have the right like buffs or a special buff clear, so you can use a couple guys like Zeph multiple times. But with like 1 or 2 new characters that have cooldown reduction or special rewind, we may be able to use him a bunch of times in a single turn, which will be like even cooler. And to put his damage in perspective, that 560,000 damage is like a 30% health cut against someone with 2 million hit points. If they have 4 million hit points, use him twice, which is very likely to happen, is like a 30% health cut against someone with 4 million hit points. And compared to health cutters, his special gets better and better the lower health someone has, and also is very good for finishing off someone after they revive. So good. Enel definitely is going to get better over time. This is a treasure map character that is absolutely going to get better and better and better the more characters we get, because we're going to get more characters with special rewind on using specials, which is going to just make him more and more and more powerful. I've been Zeenigami, guys. Thank you so much for watching. Good luck with your Enel treasure map, and y'all stay beautiful.